What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Snake B69. Here is my 2024 Denver Broncos draft recap and my thoughts on the John Franklin Myers trade. Of course, the main focus of the video is this draft class, so we're going to get on to that first. Of course, first round, we draft Bo Nix, 12th overall. We got a franchise QB, and we're getting a lot of hate for this pick because of how high we picked him, but what the hell else were we supposed to do in this situation? Like, all the other top QBs were off the board. The Raiders are right behind us, and they also needed a QB. So if we were to trade down, then the Raiders probably would have picked him. And even worse, no second round pick. So we were absolutely fucked if we would have traded down. Absolutely, royally fucked. But yeah, I'm definitely glad we picked Bo Nix. He was the guy that I wanted. He was the guy that I fucking wanted, dude. And I think he's the most pro-ready QB in this class, in my honest opinion. Of course, he's got the accuracy, he's got the arm, he's got the mobility, and he's got the experience. So yeah, he is definitely the most NFL-ready QB in this class. And in my opinion, he's a slightly taller and more athletic Drew Brees, which is probably why Sean Payton loves him so much. So yeah, no second round pick like I mentioned. Third round, we draft Jonah Ellis, edge rusher out of Utah. Dude's an absolute stud, 12 sacks last year, 14 and a half tackles for loss. And of course, we filled another positional need. So yeah, I absolutely love this pick. Then in the fourth round, we draft Troy Franklin, wide receiver out of Oregon. Bo Nix's top target there. This is the absolute steal of the draft debate of fucking wall. This is the steal of the draft. Debate this wall right here. Debate that fucking wall. Steal of the draft. 1,383 receiving yards, 14 touchdown catches, I mean. So yeah. And of course, he's got the chemistry with Bo Nix, so he's definitely going to be happy. And of course, with this pick, that definitely leaves an odd man out in the receiver room. Probably Courtland Sutton, because signs are pointing to him wanting a trade out of Denver. So yeah, I'd assume it's him. And of course, we've gotten a lot of calls for Courtland Sutton. So yeah, definitely the odd man out. Or it could be Tim Patrick, because he's missed the last 2 seasons because of ACL and Achilles tears. So yeah, could be either one of those two. But yeah, of course we have Marvin Mims and Josh Reynolds to complement that receiving corps. But anyways, we have 2 fifth-round picks. The first 5th-round pick that we draft Chris Abrams-Drain, corner out of Missouri. He's a good tackler, and he can cover like a blanket. He had like 12 or 14 pass deflections last year, and he had 4 picks. 4 picks, so yeah. Hopefully, he starts next to Surtain, because I do not know how much longer I can watch this bum Damari Mathis. The dude fucking sucks. Yeah, he got benched at the beginning of the season last year, but still, I don't think I could bear to watch this burnt toast-ass motherfucker anymore. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that we drafted KAD. That's what I'm going to call him. KAD. So yeah. And then the other 5th-round pick, we draft Audric Estime, I believe that's his name. Running back out of Notre Dame. Dude scored 18 touchdowns last year on the ground. And he had I think 1,300 rushing yards. And definitely looks like a pretty good Javonte Williams replacement, because we know he's on a contract year, and running backs always suck absolute ass after that second contract, except Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey. But yeah, definitely looks like a good replacement for Javonte Williams if he walks in free agency. And I can see it happening like this. Javonte Williams has an insanely good year, insanely good 2024 season, top 5 or even leads the league in rushing yards or touchdowns, gets paid a huge contract by another team and sucks ass there. I can see that happening. because of this recent trend. But yeah, Audric Estime, he's only 5'11", but he looks a lot bigger than that, honestly. He looks a lot bigger than that. Dude's big and beefy. And he's got good vision. He can break tackles pretty well. And like I said, he scores a lot of touchdowns. So yeah, absolutely love this pick. And then, no 6th round picks. 7th round, we draft Devon Vele. I believe that's his name. Receiver out of Utah. 26-year-old rookie. I think this is just a depth piece. Just a depth piece for this team. 7th round, so not really anything to be excited about. And then, second to last pick in the draft, we draft... I keep forgetting his fucking name. Nick Gargiulo, that's his name. Center out of South Carolina. Potential replacement for Lloyd Cushenberry, but we also have Austin Forsythe. Like, I have no clue who's going to be our center this year. I have no clue who's going to be our starting center. But hey, we'll just have to find out by the time week 1 hits. But yeah, that's our draft. And if I had to give a grade on this draft class, I'm going to give it a B+. George Paton absolutely cooked in this draft. And this is probably the reason why he still has a job as GM, because he can draft pretty well. Terrible at making trades and terrible at signing free agents. But he's a really good drafting GM. So yeah, B+ for this draft class. And then my thoughts on the John Franklin Myers trade. Of course, I was getting really concerned about us not drafting any interior defensive linemen because that was a huge glaring hole going into this draft. But George Paton decides to absolute cook again and trade for John Franklin Myers. Of course, interior defensive lineman from the New York Jets. The dude's an absolute stud. He's underrated. He had 3.5 sacks last year, I believe. He had 33 total tackles. I think he had 12 QB hits and 50 pressures. So yeah, he's definitely a better pass rushing defensive lineman than all these other guys that we have on the interior defensive line, except Zach Allen. So yeah, I absolutely love this trade. I absolutely love this draft class. But anyways, it's your boy SnakeB69 checking the fuck up on out of here. Let's go Broncos. To all the ones that got drafted to the Broncos, welcome to the team. And also, welcome to the Broncos, John Franklin Myers.